Hi, my name is Brianna Lilly. I'm from the Bahamas and I'm studying a bachelor in communication. I always knew that I wanted to create something for the world that was a part of me, for people to enjoy and gain value, but I didn't know how to do it. And that was the biggest challenge during the startup lab because I had so many ideas. I'm a really big picture thinker, and it was challenging making something tangible and not just an idea because we can all have ideas, but it's vital that we have the proper strategy to convey those ideas that are in our heads effectively. I'm a daydreamer and a creative with a wild imagination, and this lab has helped me to channel my creativity into a strategic business plan, developing a new love for virtual reality and animation. Breeby, the inception of the world's first virtual reality brand, whose core value is to colonize the industry of gaming through the celebration of cultural identities, creating a complete cultural immersion in a fun three-dimensional world.
Before the startup lab, my idea was just a dream I used to have, and I thought about but had nothing really done about it. During the startup lab, I did some professional sketches, some I finished a complete business plan. I did all the accountings I thought it was necessary for them. I got all the legal help that I needed for develop my idea, and now I can say there's something I can present to someone in a clear way and enough to try at least to get my investors and my dream come true. I hope that after the startup lab and with all the stuff I did with my business plan, with my sketches, the accountants I have, all the help I got, all the contracts, I have to say thanks to the legal clinic people, especially Elena, and a little bit of luck, I can get this dream come true.
Hi, this is Antonella and Mehek from Grece, and we're going to explain what we've learned in the Startup Lab.
So the first point that we learned is that it is very hard to find research which is reliable and accurate because when we're researching about Ecuador or about the industry, IB industry, there are many sources available, but very few of them are actually true and reliable and current information, which give us 2015 updates, for example.
We also learned that making it happen is harder than we thought because we had to talk to the IB and we had to talk to different online schooling systems to find out what the prices were and how we could go into the market and gain it. It was harder to plan everything and to get the actual resources we needed.
And also, lastly, we learned much about organization and team management. As in the beginning, we actually had clashes about what we should focus on, whether we should do the IB or high school, and also how we should do things. And by contacting real life companies and also talking to the IB, we came to a solution and came together to work as a team in the end.
Thank you.
Thank you.
During this short month in the startup lab, I believe I benefited the most from the option of sharing ideas and gaining others' opinion on the spot, which made the lab really fun and surprisingly productive. I actually managed to go from having just a mere idea of a summer camp to developing a fully fledged business model within a month. So I'm really looking forward to continue working on this summer camp after the lab ends.
Hi, my name is Manuela Peláez.
And I'm Laura Martinez.
We are first year architecture students.
And we are developing a company which name is Rosario. We're doing luxury jewelry, but we're focusing on religious jewelry.
In the beginning, we didn't know anything about business because we are more in the design part, in the creative part of the university. and it was completely like a shock because we didn't know how it works, and everyone was like an expert. But like with Leticia and with the startup, we learned so much in this month and in this process. Now we know how to find like key partners, how to communicate, how to create marketing strategies, how to develop a company and a business. And we're doing a startup, and it's already something. It's already a company.
Yes,
Something.
we feel really lucky to be in a university that offers us this opportunity to do. For us, was like a mini quick management course, how to develop a business plan, and we're really grateful to have this opportunity and to be here today presenting our startup.
So we are Edubacker. My name is Will, and this is Yannick. We created a student financing website that focuses on funding tuition fees for American students through crowdfunding.
Okay, and basically what we've realized is that in order to create the minimum viable product, which is one of the main reasons to attend the Startup Lab, is that you actually have to have a lot of more knowledge that you didn't have before about, for example, visuals, graphic design, all that. And the lab really helps you develop skills like this as well that are kind of outside the normal business area. So that was interesting for us.
And then we also learned a lot about teamwork and how to work effectively as a team, but also how to gain constructive feedback from our friends and people around us in order to develop our product to the greatest extent possible.
And one advice we have for future students that want to do the Startup Lab is only do it when you're very passionate about the project that you have, because you got to be passionate about it, otherwise it's not going to work. But if you are, then it's a perfect place to develop your idea.
What have I learned in the IE labs? Well, the two most important things that I've learned are: the first one, how to do a better marketing research. This will let me know which are my advantages and my disadvantages comparing my project or my product with the others in the market. The second one has been how to do a better financial projections sheet. This will let me know which are the proper and exact numbers of my project in order to sell or look for investors which will want to know which are going to be the revenues of this project. Thanks a lot.
Hi guys, it's Lynn, and I'm going to be explaining to you the progress that I've made throughout the Startup Lab program this summer. So as a starting point, I simply had my idea, and my idea was rooted in the realization that there's an absence and a lack of a French presence in the global women's affordable fashion market. And so this was the starting point to the entire project, and following this I've worked a lot on defining French style, as it is recognizable and distinct, but it can be hard to put into words. So this has been a part of my project, but overall I split my project and its procedure into two parts, where I developed a short-term strategy and a long-term strategy. And finally, this also shows in the presentation that we made for the investors, as we're ready to invest and we're presenting tomorrow. So I think overall, I would recommend the Startup Lab to anyone, because the greatest thing about it is that it gives you the time to focus on developing the idea, which is hard to do throughout the school year.